Shit Hotels of Australia squat, and welcome to another Thursday Shit Report. Tonight I'm staying at the Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park. I have an early flight in the morning back to Queensland, and I thought this would be more convenient, and so I could at least not have quite an early start. So stayed here once before back in 2016, but can't remember what it's like. So let's check it out and see what it's like in the room. So this is the inside of the Unit 19. There's 37 cabins here at the Hobart Airport Tourist Park, run by Big 4. So we've got a couch, a nice comfy chair, a dining table for 4, TV, reverse cycle aircon, which in Tasmania is what they call a heat pump. And then through here we have a kitchen, which has kettle, microwave, sink, a little cooktop and a fridge, so you could actually self-cater in this unit. I've actually brought some nibblies for dinner, forgetting of course that we are very close by to Tasmanian Gourmet Seafoods, one of the best seafood, fish and chip seafood restaurants or takeaways in Tasmania. I still think Aqua Grill in Franklin is better. And then we have here, which is the second bedroom, so a double-sized bed, some nice Tasmanian tourist photos on the wall. And through here we have the master bed with 2 bedside lamps and a nice mirror and some cupboard storage. With some coat hangers, spare mattress, airing dryer. And then through here we'll now check out the kitchen cupboards. So definitely fully fitted out if you wanted to cater. And then here into the bath, quite a small bath, but nicely fitted out, certainly well presented. Shower, toilet, basin, toiletries, and and wait, there's more. And another cohort, so twice the cohort for the price of one. So this room is costing me, well, this is not actually a room, this cabin, this apartment is costing me $148 a night. I had the choice of the Travelodge Airport Hotel for $158, but unfortunately the only swinger that I was going to stay there for was the quite nice restaurant they used to have, but they no longer open that restaurant, so hey, why pay $10 more when you could actually have a bit of self-catering? So let's sit back and enjoy the room. And now for the Shit Hotels of Australia fridge noise test. It's not bad. It's pretty quiet, and it certainly doesn't run constantly. And now for the Shit Hotels of Australia instant coffee test. And it's at least as good as the Hotel Grand Chancellor Hobart with Moccona, but again, we cannot tell whether this is in date or out of date. But one thing you can be sure, that it's instant coffee, so I won't be drinking it. Over my shoulder is the Tasman Highway, the main thoroughfare to the east coast, and a few k's down that road it branches out to the Arthur Highway down to Port Arthur. We'll see how much traffic noise we get tonight compared to staying in the city. I always pick it down, don't I? Traffic noise. So in addition to the 37 cabins, it also has quite a number of powered sites for caravans and campers. And now we're going to check out the facilities, which I must admit are mainly for the people in the vans, but also accessible to others as well. So this is the barbecue area. Let's have a look around. It's extremely clean. I mean, you could eat your dinner off that barbecue. And then further to that, through here we have the camp kitchen, Coke machine, toaster ovens, fridges, and again immaculately clean cooking areas. This is pretty good actually. I might actually rate this as part of the upkeep. And this is the laundry. Certainly a large number of machines. Looks better fitted out than the one at the Grand Chancellor. No change machine. Obviously you can get change from reception when reception is open, but no change is a bit of an issue. And look, surprise, surprise, the laundry powder machine has actually got laundry in it. That's one up on the Grand Chancellor. So now we'll check the entertainment and Wi-Fi. So I've logged into the Wi-Fi. It happened very, very quickly. Let's see the speed. Open up Netflix. I'm already logged in. And let's watch The Crown. Not brilliant. But we get there. And now, the TV. Okay, so we've got free to air, and
oh, what a night, Brenda! Congratulations.
Press the guide.
Hello, Melissa.
Hello, Larry.
What did you think of that as it unfolded up there? Because he didn't know a couple of those.
Free to air channels.
You made some pretty good guesses.
And have we got anything else? And the home screen. And look, we've got YouTube, Netflix, Stan. So if you've got a Netflix or Stan account, that's fine. YouTube, of course. And then, not sure what these movies are. This is quite a bonus. Doesn't seem to want to do anything, but anyway, not too bad. Hobart Airport Tourist Park. Don't speak too soon with the YouTube. Just trying to watch Shit Hotels of Australia in another hotel room, and we get full functions are available only after network connection. We can see up in the corner that it's got no wireless enabled. So we'll connect, and it says the internet connection is on. The wireless is on. And let's scan the wireless. And it doesn't come up with the network that we can dial in with ourselves. So it's a bit weird having Wi-Fi in the room, but you can't connect your smart TV to it. Oh well, it looks like we'll be watching on the tablet. One quite worrying aspect of the Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park cabin number 19 is this heat pump, reverse cycle aircon to your mainlanders, because it seems to turn itself off every few minutes. And even though I've dialed this up to 28, there's hardly a breath of warm air coming out of there And it was, at least it was a balmy 11 degrees in Hobart last night. I'm not quite sure it's going to be quite that warm tonight. I think that I have solved the problem with the aircon. Reading the compendium, it says that if you attempt to turn the heat up past 24 degrees, the heater will turn off. Now, for someone who's been living in North Queensland for quite some time, 24 degrees is when we turn the heaters on, not when we turn the heaters off. But I guess it's all relative. So I'm going to put another jumper on over the top of this shirt. So considering that tomorrow morning it's probably going to be A, dark, and B, I'm going to be in a bit of a rush to get my car back to the parking and get to the airport, I thought I might start with the summary of the pirate score before I've even actually slept tonight, because there's some things I can rate it on. So firstly, for cleanliness and upkeep, look, this place is absolutely immaculate. For a tourist park, it is really good. You saw the barbecue area and the communal kitchen and how they were absolutely spotless. Well, inside this unit, it's exactly the same. So facilities and for cleanliness and upkeep, look, I can see a chip on the corner of a bench over there, and I can see a couple of paintings that are actually not hanging straight. They're a bit crooked. So should I give it 5 or should I take a point off for those? But no, I'm going to be generous. I know there's a broken fan, which I'll come to when we talk about facilities. So for cleanliness and upkeep, 4 stars. Facilities, well, it's got a proper kitchen that you can cook for yourself in. It doesn't have an oven. The fridge is small, but you certainly could self-cater for yourself in here. You could actually, with a bit more storage, you could probably live in this unit. So it's got everything you need. However, it's lacking one thing that you need, and that's warmth, or in summer, maybe coolth. Because no matter how hard I try, I cannot get this reverse cycle aircon, or this heat pump, to operate for more than about 5 minutes. I've played around with the timer, I've followed all their instructions about not turning it on too high, but it keeps shutting down. And frankly, in a room I've already put my polar fleece on, even though there's a bit of sun coming through, in a room where it's going to, or a place where the maximum temperature tomorrow is going to be 10 degrees, and I'll talk about that fan. As I said, the extraction fan has actually had some broken louvers, so any warm air is going pretty much straight outside. So in terms of facilities, look, I would have given it again 4 stars for those facilities that can cook. But if I'm going to die of hypothermia tonight, unfortunately there is a spare blanket. Sorry, this is subjective, but sorry, 2 stars. Okay, so we go to add-ons. Well, it doesn't have a restaurant, but you saw those facilities available for the caravan dwellers. So it's got a laundry, which is great. Maybe could have done better with the change machine. It's got that amazing barbecue area and that immaculate clean kitchen. It's got a playground outside here for the kids. So it's very well set up in terms of a caravan park. Sorry, tourist park they like to call themselves now. Very close to the airport. So for add-ons, well, yeah, okay. I'll give it. I mean, it doesn't have a restaurant, so well, there is the gourmet seafoods, which is within walking distance, but that's the only food that is easily accessible. We're sort of stuck here, 10 minutes drive to Cambridge and 15 minutes drive to Sorell, where the nearest restaurants are. But for add-ons, yep, I'll give it 3 stars. So, entertainment and Wi-Fi. Well, the TV has all the standard free-to-air channels. It also has access to YouTube and Netflix, but strangely doesn't have access to the actual Wi-Fi. And as for that Wi-Fi, well, it looked like it did take a little bit long to start up, and that's certainly true because that Wi-Fi kept dropping in and dropping out and was quite frustrating. So entertainment and Wi-Fi, sorry, I'm going to have to give it 2 stars. And the better than home bonus, well, we'll wait and see as to what sort of sleep I get tonight. But home has got a different perspective, because for the last 2 nights I actually did spend nights at home at my tiny little shack on the water in Dover. And I can honestly say that apart from that night at the Ocean Breeze in Bowen, and one of the previous hotels that I stayed in Townsville that I haven't reviewed for this channel, those were the first 2 nights in 8 months that I've slept without earplugs in. So the Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park, it's a big ask to be better than home, because no, let's not rate it against my real home. Let's rate it against the unit in North Queensland, and see what sort of a night's sleep I get tonight. We'll wait for the morning. Might be a day or so before I finish up this and give it the rating, but let's see how we go.
Later that same evening.
Yes, the saga of the aircon heat pump, not pumping any heat, continues. And yeah, that's why I'm in full puffer jacket, polar fleece and beanie inside at 8:30 p.m. But that wasn't what exactly I wanted to comment on at this time, because I think the last flight out of Hobart has just departed. And pretty much the flight path is directly over the top of the Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park, as you would expect. And I was just starting to think that actually the sound of A320s and Boeing 737-800s roaring overhead is not actually as loud as the Whitsunday Transit buses driving past the door of my unit in North Queensland. So when we get to the Better Than Homes bonus tomorrow, maybe, just maybe, you never know.
The following day.
So here we go with the conclusion to the Pirate score for the Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park. As predicted, it wasn't possible to film this morning, being too dark, and I was absolutely shivering once I got dressed. Well, you'll hear about that when we get through this last couple of scores. So first up, bed and bath. Well, I'm going to have to say the bed was actually really comfortable, and I did have to sleep with a beanie on. I did have to put the extra blanket on, but that was warm and it was comfortable and got a good night's sleep. The bath, well, let's just say it was so cold in the morning I didn't even risk having a shower this morning, so I'm probably a little bit whiffy after numerous hours on planes. But the bathroom was reasonably fitted out, even though it was quite small. So because the bathroom was small, because I didn't use it because of other problems with the unit, I'm going to give bed and bath 3 stars. So now let's conclude you're all waiting with bated breath for the Better Than Home bonus. Well, let's just say, even though I went to bed freezing cold, the bed was warm, and I risked it and slept without earplugs, and even though I did have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, do you know what? I had a better night's sleep than I did in this place. So well done, Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park. You get the Better Than Home bonus. So that leaves a final score of an amazing 19 out of 25. I have no idea how I got that. It looks like that Better Than Home bonus got them over the line. But Big 4 Hobart Airport Tourist Park, despite that 19 out of 25, is it shit? Well, yeah, it is. Despite 19 out of 25, I would not stay there in any cold weather, which basically means pretty much most of the year in Tasmania, because it was absolutely freezing. So that's all for the this video for the Hobart Airport Big 4 Tourist Park. You might have guessed that I alluded to another AvGeek and travel podcaster, Jaden Wong from One World Flyer, thanks to his cohort. So wait and see the next time. If you enjoyed this one, click like, click subscribe, and we will see you somewhere in the room in a shit hotel of Australia. Thanks for watching.